Morning, YouTube. I'm back. I'm on the road today. This is my second module today. Today's my day off. So I figure, hey, let me try to teach some guys. Let me help teach you guys. You want to get better? You want to get badass? You want to diagnose like a pro? Well, you got the one-stop shop for all that. All right, so what we got here? DTC B0987 for GMC Terrain 2020. Pull the vehicle in. These are two codes I got. But I know, oh shit, some of you guys gonna see these codes like, fuck, man, what the fuck, man? No, let me show you the right way to do it. Make this job easy. We don't stress. We just get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So out of these two codes, symptoms, I'm gonna break that down. Symptom is the last two digits away from the code. So you got, like, here we go, B101E dot 47. This is the key right here. You need that key. You know? You need that key. Just keep that in mind. So out of these two codes, we'll just say the first one is something about a VIN, right? So it's almost like saying somebody replaced this part. The VIN is incorrect. That's what that tells me. So I'm like, ignore that. Because both of these codes are current. These are both going to disable your lane keep assist, I believe, because it's a front camera. We'll get down to that. So even though this is written first, even though this is first on the list in the scanner, and this is second, generally I do number one before number two. But a VIN, the way I look at it is, a VIN issue is nothing because you're at the dealership. We're going to write the VIN if we need to, okay? If it's possible. So this is what concerns me more. Got an indicator circuit, B0987. So now here, before we get started, you see how it says NCAM right there? I'm going to tell you what that means. That's abbreviation. I used to work here, right? I used to work here back in 2011. That's 2023 now. And, you know, of course, I left. Couldn't get money situation right. So I left. But at the same time, I stay humble because if it wasn't for this establishment, I wouldn't be good at diags like I am now. You know what I mean? So, long story short, I know some of the guys that still work there, and I text them like, dude, what am I doing with your car? You know, I noticed the name. I'm like, and then I get a reply back like, emoji, laugh my ass off. You can't escape. Escape what? Like, you think this is a hard one? Oh, here we go. I love challenges, man. I mean, you know, I fiend for challenges. Okay, so they might say, oh, because you work at the dealership. Dude, I'm an apprentice. Okay? I'm an apprentice for the current make I work for. I'm an apprentice, okay? So let's get that straight. But I'm doing these big duties. I can do it. That's been proven. So here we go. 987. What does that mean? If you watch my first video, we grab all our information. So now, this is an indicator circuit for the lane keep assist, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it's in the center console. It's a little knob, twisty thing. It's got you disable the system. The LED comes on when it's on. LED is off when it's off. Something like that. Anyways, that circuit has an issue. So 987, we're looking at that. So my symptom, see how I said the last two digits? You want to focus there because you could have a B0987 with a 01 symptom. So you don't ignore the last two digits because you could be diagnosing the 06 as a 01 and you're going to waste your time. All right, so we know that the symptom is a 06, which these two are the possibilities. You have an open in that circuit, or you got a short to ground in that circuit. And what circuit is that? Control terminal 11 S126. Remember what I said? GM. They numerize their modules, so it's called the drive mode select switch. So any two of these things could be happening in that switch, right? And terminal 8, if you look at here, what the hell? One. Hold on, this thing gonna try to trip me out. Hold on, let me think. Oh, boo, it's right there in front of my face. Woo. Right here. So if you have a short to ground, then terminal 8, this was what the symptom would be. The indicator would be inoperative. If you have open, same thing. Indicator will be inoperative. But I was like, dude, what the hell? You guys are about to call me out. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. So read the description, okay? Because this gives you information on how the system operates, right? And so it kind of helps you. And it makes your brain bigger, because you don't want to be one of them guys where you just replace a part and, and then you get situations where people don't believe when you diagnose. But if you have read all your information, you become a smooth talker. And they can't do nothing but agree with what you say. And they agree with what you say because you did your homework. So you don't sound like a dumbass when you go present, like, this is what it needs, all right? So I imagine these guys spent hours. We'll give them an hour to be generous. And they couldn't figure it out. They replaced the switch. Drive mode select switch. Did not fix it. How did I know they replaced it? Because it was sitting on the passenger seat. Now, does that help me diagnose it? No. I have a flow test right here. I can tell you if it needs that part or not. Anyways, read this, take a snapshot. I get down, so I do my preliminary stuff. So now I circled it right here. Keep on track. This is what keeps me on track, because people pull me off cars all the time. So here's my marker. Boom, 174W. That's the module number. Front view camera. It detects a short to ground or open / high resistance in the circuit. Okay, so that give you an idea. So now, make sure I got the right paper in order. All right, here we go. So system verification. This is where we start. Boom. So these are, if you have this issue going on, like we said here, right here. Or even that's the wrong one. Sorry. This is why my videos take forever to upload. I'm disorganized. Okay. Boom, boom, 0698 B0987 with the symptom status of 06. So we go here. Now this is information too right here. Read it. Lane kit, if you have that issue going on, open, high resistance, this is what's going to happen. And this is how you put the pieces of the puzzle together. Lane keep assist functions are disabled. And then the driver information center, which is the cluster, will say service driver assist. So hey, we're on the right path. Everything's starting to make sense. Now you can get this information on ProDemand. I checked. So don't tell me you got to take it to the dealer because you don't have information. You got it. All right, so boom. System verification. Is this code set? No, cross it out. We don't need that. Let's go down to circuit system testing. Ignition off. Yeah. Disconnect the harness connector at the drive mode select switch. That switch, excuse me, that switch is in the center console, like I said. Now, and then you turn, after you disconnect, you turn the ignition on. No, read your notes. Verify interior light dimming is turned all the way up. That's the switch, you know. Turn your lights up, turn it down. If it was working, check that off the list. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. Verify a test lamp illuminates between control circuit terminal 8 and ground. Now, I don't have a traditional test light that uses 12 volts, right? I use LED. This thing is sensitive. It can detect voltage. I want to say it can detect 1 volt, but it'd be very dim. And then, you know, brighter, the more intensity. You get what I'm saying? So what I do in situations like this is I just use my voltmeter and I just pull the voltage to see what kind of voltage it's pulling. So when I dim, it's about 1 volt, and when I put it max dimming, I get the maximum. This is my maximum reading, 4.5 volts. Now it says here, if the test lamp illuminates, you go down to the next step. So now, of course, it's like, dude, you're gonna guess yourself, right? Because you're not using a 12 volt test light, and it doesn't tell you what test light to use. That's why I went the back row. I use my voltmeter. I pull exactly the voltage, right? And now it's saying terminal 8 and ground. So here we go. Let's find the switch. S126, right? Let's see. Okay, so this is for the front view camera, so that's not it. Here we go. Drive mode select switch. It's an 18-pin connector, and each right here got all these pins. All these pins have a function, right? So now you got the right one because it's got 18 on the list. So what's it say? Terminal 8. What is terminal 8? It's a 0.35 gauge wire. It's white in color. It's in circuit 6816, and what does it do? What's its function? Indicator dimming control. Terminal type. They're all technical stuff. But anyways, it's a white wire, and then it says and ground. Now you could body ground any kind of ground, right? A ground is a ground. But I cheat sometimes. I look for the ground in the switch or in the harness, which is pin number 5. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your ground. You can go right there. And then terminal 8, right? 9, 8. 8 is right there. And then, yeah, boom. What are you getting? I get 4.5 volts. So move on to the next step. This one was quick though. It only took me like a half hour. I know it takes me longer to explain, but I want to make sure you guys get it. Like I said, diagnostic techs are the baddest. So, boom, what does it say here? Ignition off. Key on. Right? Oh, no, off. Disconnect the harness at the front view camera. Then you turn the ignition on. Alright, so the front view camera, normally it's on the windshield, interior side, okay? So now, when you disconnect it, now keep in mind, your S126 drive mode select switch is still disconnected. Wait, make sure it says that. Oh no, it says to reconnect it. right here. So we connect that module, and then we turn the ignition, well, turn the ignition off, reconnect that module, then you disconnect the harness at the front view camera, then you turn the ignition on. There we go. Now, you're looking at the switch now. The drive mode select switch. Got a little orange amber LED indicator. Now you want to verify if that is illuminated. So now, you see how I cross this out? If the indicator is illuminated, you go down to 4.1. No, boom, it's not. It's not illuminated. If you watch my first video, fuse jumper, man, this is the thing. This the deal right here. You gotta have one of them. Connect 3 amp fuse jumper between control circuit terminal 4 and ground. So where are we looking at? We're looking at this guy now. That's what the connector looks like. You see terminal number 4, far left. Where's terminal number 4 on the list? Let me make sure. Yeah, terminal 4. It's white and violet tracer. Driver mode switch signal. Right? That's the circuit we're testing. Number 4. Where's it at? You want to connect it. Connect the jumper between terminal 4 and ground. Where's the ground here? Ooh, boom. Terminal number 8. Where's terminal number 8? 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it right there. So now, if the indicator illuminates, boom, which is number 6, you can skip this because it's saying only if it's not illuminated do you follow this. So since it illuminates, you replace the front view camera. And in this case, it's a verified customer concern. Had to wait 1 day, install the new one, program, setup, relearn the, what they call it? You got to do a relearn, which is just you trigger the relearn. You can do this on any scanner. I did it with an Autel, even though we got the proper scanner. I just hate how the laptop disconnects when you get out of Wi-Fi. So I like to use the easy stuff. The Autel scanner, triggered the relearn, drove it till it went to 100%, and every function was working. No lights, no disabling. So this is another one in the, that just goes inside the file cabinet. A verified fix. I hope this helps. If this does help you fix a car, like this video. If you want to watch more videos, because I just put these out as I get them, subscribe, man. My next one is going to be a trailer brake malfunction, but I limited myself to 2 videos today. But this is my next one. Hope you guys have a good one. Hope you guys keep fixing these cars, man. Because you don't want to just replace parts and you make a $500 mistake. People are going to question you every single time you diagnose a car. When you start pinpointing these cars, they don't ask questions. They have 100% faith in you, which in turn, good customer satisfaction. You become a god too, you know what I mean? And nobody messes with you. Like, if anything, they want to give you all the diagnostic cards because they know you can fix them. That's what you want. It's the technician field. This is how I feel. Like I said, I hope this helps you guys. You guys have any questions? You guys got any cars that you're having a problem with? Hit me up. I bet you I can help you fix it. All right, bye.